I could recall back then when I was in the university. I remember this social sciences department, some department like mass communication. You will see large number of students, up to 200, 300, 500 admitted in 1 year. I mean, a particular class. You wonder how those multitude of students gather and how could you curtail the effect of this COVID-19 using that statistic based on this large number. Then some secondary schools, especially government school in particular, you see some classes have been divided more than 50 in a class, 80, some hundreds, quite all right. How will you control those kind of children? They are still kids, and some of them, their abnormal behavior is still among them. Most of them are teenagers. The way adults could control themselves, teenagers cannot. The social behavior of school can also lead to mass infection if care is not taken. So I, as a parent, I would have advised government should hold on. There is time for everything.
Yes, it's safe, but not really safe, because they said the pandemic was on ground before now, and it's a shutdown. It was a total lockdown, and now they are lifting the lockdown gradually. So I think the pattern or the format that the government is using to open the schools is not very, very bad. I would still say parents should allow their children to go back to school. And of course, even before allowing your children to go back to school, you should be able to observe very, very well if COVID-19 is still on ground.
Like me, personally, my children cannot go to school. Like church open. If I'm not okay with the church open, I can't allow my children to go even to the church. Even me by myself. They say adults should come to the church. But I don't think, even though if I'm not okay, I can't come to the church. In terms of the school, it's almost the same. We love these children. We can't allow them to go and mingle themselves. And number two, what they are calling COVID-19, we don't know whether it's real. But we are just afraid of what is. Because like me now, I can't approve. I didn't see anyone that I say, yes, this one is victim of COVID-19. What they are talking about, federal government know himself, and he continue doing himself. So some of us, we don't know, but we are afraid. That is the reason why we, parents, some of us, we can't allow our children to go to their school. Let them stay at home for now until everything is cleared through doctors. And let the doctors come out to give us the report that there is no COVID-19 and we can release our children to school.
There is nothing like some school will open and some school will not open. School is school. If they want the school to open, let all the school open. If they want all school to close, they let it remain like that. There's nothing like this one open, this one will not open. Because my child will not go to school and the other one will stay at home. It's not good. If you want to open, let everybody open at once. If they want to still lock down, let everybody remain like that.
It's not wise to say some go, some not go. God, you can't say some people are in the same class, but in different places. All will go the rain. See, it's not good. It's not they're going to be cheated. Even the other ones will feel it. See, let's decide. All of them should go at the same time with precautions.
The children, since 3 months now, have not been in school. Let all schools be open and let the children, let all of them be going to school. This one will not go today. They say that some schools should be open and some schools should not be open. It does not make any sense.
In this part of the world, Africa, or Nigeria precisely, there's no truth anymore. Corruption has eaten up the system. So opening some schools and allowing some schools shut down is not proper. There should be equilibrium. That's just the way they don't. You see, why it's like this is that they've never learned how to distribute our wealth equitably to the citizens. And that is why you see that they've not even learned how to open the schools equitably. So because those teachers that sit at home, what will they eat? Who is paying them? Like the private teachers, who will pay them? How will they survive with their family? So I think it's really good they open the whole schools at a time so that everybody will go back to school and learning will continue as usual.
Even at the house, they go up and down. Who's getting them? Who's after them? It's God. So they should allow them to open school at the same time. Let all of them go at the same time. You see, when they go there, the method they use in a public or market, and all that, they should use it to the children.
I won't say it's not bad to send my junior brother back to school, and I won't say it's bad again. The reason why I said it's not bad, it's not, and it's good again is that it's because of the corona issue. Now, one thing about me, I didn't believe that maybe there is coronavirus because every day, days and days, they normally says there is coronavirus. I didn't believe in coronavirus.
My advice to our government is this. Number one, let them try to check, to do something about this thing so that children can go back to school. Because it's not funny. They have been at home since. And some of them they have turned to another thing. So other that they don't even know how to open pot. They know how to open pot and pick some meat. But if they are going to school now, if they are in the school now, they will not even be able to know all those kind of things. So let them try and see what they can do about this thing.
Life of human being is life, and saving life is the best. It's better prevention, as they say, prevention is better than cure. Let's prevent before we talk of cure.
Our government is their duty to use a good, precautions on those things. They know what to do. Simple, students should go back to school, but with this, give them conditions. Sanitizer, all this water, washing hands should be by the gates. As you come to children in the morning, they wash and make sure they wear it every second moment. That be a discipline that school, that everyone must wear it.
My advice to the government is that let them just open the school. Let the schools should resume back.
They should stay away from corruption. They should make us see leadership as a place where you affect others positively, not for your self-consumption. They should help us see Nigeria as our own, not somebody's own.
If government can remove their hand on this coronavirus, I assume that the coronavirus will go by itself.